Before that, I had visited a couple of other places like Princeton and all that. And then I think when I met Shasta, what I really thought was the most important thing for me was the personal counseling. I think what happens in other places is the first few rounds of your counseling is done by people who've actually not studied abroad themselves. I think so that for me, when I met Shasta and looking at her background and studies, I think for me, I needed someone who'll help me, who's experienced it themselves firsthand. I think that for me, and I could easily strike a chord with Shasta, so I think that really helped. I think the most important advantage of the GMAT coaching classes here is that you have this personal coaching in the sense that you have only about 5 or 6 students a class, which is I think the most important, because what I've heard from my friends who've taken classes outside with other centers is that they'll have about 25, 30, 40 students. So I think the personal attention that the teachers here could give a student, I think was not, I don't know whether it's possible outside with 40 students, 30 students in a class. So I think that's the biggest advantage here. What Shasta did for me, which made it really easy, was I think she kind of structured it really well. I think what she made me first do was get my my profile right in terms of my CV, my recommendation letters, made me organize all that, my marks sheet, and everything was properly prepared first in the beginning. And then she gave me enough time then to prepare for my GMAT, and then gave me time in terms of preparing for my essays, made me write a lot of essays, and then worked on my CV at the same time, tried to better that, and then gave me options as to how I could probably do some other courses which will strengthen my CV further. I think these kind of personal experiences with Shasta actually helped me strengthen my CV, and I think I stand a better chance of getting into a good university abroad. My entire family, Shasta jokes, it's become a Patil counseling center. But yeah, I think all my family, my cousins have all, some of them have already come here, and a lot of them are planning to. And I think the best, the most important, when you're going abroad, the most important thing is that I think the personal counseling services that you get here, I think is far better than, places elsewhere, because I think when you have that personal care and when a person is there to ensure that if you are planning to get into, say, a university, your CV is strengthened on the basis of that, I think it becomes easier to get into a school of your choice.